Hello, this is the Jurassic Expert here, back with another video. And yeah, today is a special video. So, for those of you that are not new to my channel, you know that I notoriously have been known not to get my news videos up in time. I'm usually behind on everything. So, over the past couple of months, I decided I'm through with that. So I have taken it into my own hands to go and try getting a connection with Mattel. And I'm happy to announce I do have a connection. Their safety of the job, and also so that I could continue getting information. I did want to ask them because I want to give credit where it's due. They just said to use their code name as Sloof Lirpa. Let's all give Sloof Lirpa a round of applause for this news that I'm giving you, because it is really big news. Sloof Lirpa has sent... Well, I met up with Sloof Lirpa. They are a very credible source. They definitely work at Mattel. I'm not going to say how they proved that they work at Mattel, but trust me, they work at Mattel. And... yeah, apparently they pretty much were saying, and I was communicating with them through email and all, so they sent me a message saying, hey, I really like your content, I've watched your videos, I want to kind of do this as a way of saying thank you and help out your channel a little bit, and your support for our Jurassic World line. And thank you, Sloof Lirpa. I know I already sent you an email about this, but if I know you're watching this, so thank you so much, so much for this information. So Sloof Lirpa has given me information of product images. They've sent me product images for a new Jurassic World Mattel line. So this is the first time anybody's going to be seeing this. First of all, I want to reveal the title of this. Well, actually, I put it in the title of this video. So yeah, it is the Jurassic World Paleontologist Collection. Pretty much summarizing this description that they gave me. Pretty much the Paleontologist Collection is going to be a line that is kind of a way of saying thank you to all the paleontologists out there, because really, if you think about it, Jurassic Park wouldn't exist without museums of paleontology. So the Paleontologist Collection is going to be a line of is going to be a Jurassic World line exclusive to natural history museums globally. So this will be available anywhere where there is a natural history museum or some kind of dinosaur center, whatever, as long as there is some form of a dinosaur exhibit. So like the LA Natural History Museum, the Wyoming Dinosaur Center, the Museum of the Rockies. Okay, if you want to skip through this video, I just want to say that there will be UPCs for these following items at the end, so just skip through near the end, where you will see a logo where I will be talking about that. Human figure. These are prototype images, so all the detail isn't quite there yet. They're just getting the front part of the packaging kind of put together. They haven't gotten the back side of the packaging together yet, so, but my contact did assure me that these will indeed come out. So, yeah. So first off, we have here is Jack Horner and the Maiasaura. So they all are going to have a scale. All the paleontologists or human figures in this part of the line will have scaled dinosaur figures with them, and they are going to be the dinosaurs that they have discovered. So, of course, with Jack Horner, it is the Maiasaura. For an accessory from this product image, it looks like he will come with a pickaxe. But I gotta say, for just a prototype image, this looks pretty good. And yeah, so all of these are going to be safe from being canceled as well, so that is very exciting. to know that these are pretty much all safe from being canceled. Let's take a look at the next human figure. We have Mary Anning Trey and an ichthyosaur. So, for those of you who have no idea who Mary Anning is, make sure to check out my video from almost a year ago, maybe a year ago, where I made a whole International Women's Day celebration thing and I based it around Mary Anning, where I told facts about her and all that. But yeah, this is really cool that they are making a Mary Anning into an action figure. They got a little bag filled with fossils. They got a little pickaxe thing. They got her dog, and they have an ichthyosaur. So that is awesome. We have a notorious Bone Wars rock star, Othniel Charles Marsh, and the dinosaur he discovered is a Triceratops, and we will be getting our first money sculpt, our first little stack of money, which I think is fitting for Othniel Charles Marsh, because for those of you who have no idea what the Bone Wars was or who Othniel Charles Marsh was, go look it up. It's a really interesting piece of history and a big part of paleontology history. So yeah, his main thing was that he would bribe people into selling out information. He'd buy their fossils. And yeah, I gotta say, the baby Triceratops looks nice. And Othniel Charles Marsh, they even got his crazy beard in. This is just an awesome figure. I cannot wait for this to come out. Who else to go with Othniel Charles Marsh than his competitor Edward Drinker Cope and the Elasmosaurus? So I gotta say, this looks really cool. This looks really good as well. They even gave him a little stick of dynamite because for those of you that don't know, that was his thing. Was he would blow up sites to prevent Othniel Charles Marsh from discovering new dinosaurs. So yeah, and yeah, it comes with the Elasmosaurus, one of the the dinosaur that is probably most well known from starting the Bone Wars in the first place. So yeah, that is awesome. What would have been cool is if they flipped the head around and put it on the tail. That would have been awesome. Our next human figure is Jim Kirkland and a baby Utah Raptor. And I gotta say, for a figure that looks like it is going to be very, very tiny, they got a lot of detail going with it. And this is just a prototype image. I'm curious to see what this will look like with the actual sculpt. And it looks like Jim Kirkland will come with a little brush. And for those of you who have no idea who Jim Kirkland is, make sure to go check out the Gaming Beavers video where he actually interviewed Jim Kirkland. But yeah, he is the discoverer of the famous Utah Raptor. Enough with the human figures, let's go into the attack packs. So here we have a scientifically accurate Gallimimus with feathers, and that's another thing with this paleontology collection, is they are going to provide us with new dinosaurs, but they are also going to release already existing dinosaur figures, but they are now scientifically accurate and have feathers. And my contact even told me that the colorings that they chose were based off of modern day birds. So that is really cool. So we could see the Gallimimus here looking really cool with a lot of nice detail going on for just a prototype. The Coelophysis also looking really cool. I've been waiting for Mattel to make a figure of this. This is so awesome. I mean, I gotta say, this looks like a really promising line, and this looks like a really promising figure. Here we have the Oviraptor. So this is really cool that we are finally getting an Oviraptor figure from Mattel, and I gotta say, it looks pretty cool with the feathers and everything. So that is awesome. Oh yeah, and to go with the Jim Kirkland and the baby Utah Raptor, we have an adult Utah Raptor as an attack pack. This is awesome. And he did say that these are not quite, the scale to the package ratio hasn't been fully worked out yet. They were mainly wanting to use this as a way to get the color palettes together and also to get the main poses, what they want the poses to be in and everything. So yeah, this is awesome. So here we have a Utah Raptor, and the Utah Raptor looks really, really cool. We have Velociraptor mongoliensis. We're getting Velociraptor mongoliensis. This is crazy. And it looks like we're going to be getting a little bit of sexual dimorphism here because we have two different kinds. And this will be our first 2-pack for the Jurassic World line. This is insane. This is awesome. So I cannot wait for these to come out and to add Velociraptor mongoliensis to the collection. I am happy to announce that with this line we will be seeing Ice Age creatures. We're going to be seeing early Cenozoic creatures. So we have Megalonyx, otherwise known as Jefferson's ground sloth, and they did leave a little bit of a description here for me to read, which is pretty much that the ground sloth will have a hinge in its neck, kind of like with the Colovosaurus, but it will also have a hinge in its back tail, and it will be kind of in a position where you could have it either standing up or on its 4 legs. And yeah, they even made it so the feet are off on its side because that was how ground sloths walked, actually, was on the sides of their feet. And yeah, that just looks awesome there. For our final attack pack, here we have Smilodon fatalis. This is awesome. And yeah, so the head will also have a hinge, and also the mouth will be able to open as well. It is hard to see in this image, but yeah, there will be articulation in the lower jaw as well. I mean, I gotta say, Mattel did a really great job, is going to do a really great job. I'm so glad that they are introducing, Ice Age figures into the Mattel Jurassic World line. But yeah, this is awesome. Let's step it up a notch. Let's step it up a notch with the Soundstrike figures. So we are getting another wave of Soundstrike figures. So first we have the Augustinolophus. And yeah, for those of you who don't know what this dinosaur is, this is the California state dinosaur, which I think is awesome. I've looked it up in the past because I did take a trip down to California and I did hear all about it. There was a bunch of merchandise in the museum and all, so I was like, okay, I wouldn't mind. I did a little bit of research. This will be the first Augustinolophus figure. That is awesome. I'd say it looks pretty close to what a lot of the depictions show it to be. Oh yeah, and they did say that these proportions should be correct because they did actually take a really, really close look at the actual skeletons, and a lot of the sculpt is based off of the proportions with those skeletons. We have, for the Soundstrikes, we have the Dilophosaurus, which will be an appropriate scale. It will be kind of a medium-sized dinosaur, and it will have feathers as well, and it will have more of that hooked front in the jaw, so that is pretty cool. The next to last Soundstrike we have is Maiasaura to go with the Jack Horner. We're going to get an adult Maiasaura. I gotta say, this looks awesome as well. I cannot wait for this to come out. That is one figure that I've been waiting for Mattel to make as well. And our final Soundstrike is another early Pleistocene mammal, and it is the woolly mammoth, or in other words, Mammothus primigenus? I don't know, guys. The text is a little small for me to see there. So, yeah, that is awesome. Bigger dinosaurs. So, first of all, we have the king of the dinosaurs, herself, I guess, the an extreme chomping Tyrannosaurus Rex. That is scientifically accurate, so it has feathers and everything. It looks awesome. And I even see they don't have the teeth all exposed, and there was something in the description where they were actually taking a look at kind of studies of dinosaurs having lips and stuff like that, and they decided to go in the direction with their scientifically accurate dinosaurs having lips as well, which I think is an awesome decision. And we get a little profile picture on the side that shows the action feature there. So that is pretty cool. I cannot wait for this to come out. And to complement the scientifically accurate T-Rex, here we have the scientifically accurate Spinosaurus aegypticus. What? Where? I mean, okay, so they also sent in a bunch of details about the how much research went into these Spinosaurus. So they got the sail right, they got the little crest in the front. This just looks awesome. And yeah, I know there are some people that are like pro Spinosaurus aegypticus walking on all fours that might be mad about this, but they were doing a lot of research and they did find something about it being more likely that this Spinosaurus actually walked up on two legs. So that was pretty interesting to read about from them. So yeah, that is pretty cool as well. And we got another profile picture of the Spinosaurus aegypticus action feature. It is also going to be an extreme chomping feature for those of you that were wondering. This isn't going to be a full-on Mattel line without there being a new type of pack introduced. For Dino Rivals, we had the dual attack features and the mega dual attacks. For the Primal Attack line, we had the Sound Strikes. And here for this, our new pack that we are going to get is the Hunter Packs. So pretty much the information that I have on this is that this will be a 2-pack with 2 Sound Strike sized dinosaurs. And yeah, they will have the same features as Sound Strikes minus the sound though. But yeah, for this first one, we have a Cryolophosaurus and the Glacialosaurus. And yeah, these packs will come with a natural predator of the animal and a herbivore. So making it a hunter pack. So you could have scenarios, if you were to just get this, of a scenario where a hunter is hunting its prey. So yeah, we are having a scientifically accurate Cryolophosaurus and a scientifically accurate Glacialosaurus. So that is pretty cool. And I cannot wait for this 2-pack to come out. And for our other pack, for our other hunter pack, we have a Deltadromeus and a Tyrannosaurus. So 2 dinosaurs that we have never gotten before. 2 species that we have never gotten before, we are getting in this pack. So, yeah, and they sent a little thing saying that these were both dinosaurs that lived in Africa. So yeah, that was pretty cool to see an Tyrannosaurus finally have a Jurassic World toy and a Deltadromeus to go with it. But yeah, that is awesome. So yeah, you've waited for this, or you probably skipped ahead. Here's the release date. The release date is today, also never. Yeah, happy April Fools! Okay, so yeah, this was an elaborate April Fools thing. I actually made all of these. Believe it or not, I actually went through and made every single one of these. And yeah, all that research stuff was still very accurate. I did go through and I did do a lot of this research. But I will be making a separate video about that, about the creation of these April Fools figures. So I hope you will go check that out. And I hope you're not too mad at me for this. But if Mattel really is watching my... So yeah, I actually do not have a contact, unfortunately. I don't know how I would reach out to Mattel, to be honest. This is kind of my closest way. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this April Fool's video. And I hope that you still enjoyed these images that I made, and I hope that you will check out the video where I kind of explain the process of making them. So Yeah, and also, if Mattel is watching this, feel free to steal this idea. I think it's a really cool idea. But if Mattel, you do decide to do this, make sure to send a free copy to me. Just email me. Feel free. So, yeah. So that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you did somewhat enjoy it. And happy April Fools, or in the case that this video comes out late, happy late April Fools. And yeah, so as always, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get notified whenever I put up new videos like this one. And as always, dinosaurs might be older than you, but you are never too old for dinosaurs. Bye-bye.